We play to be a part of something much bigger than ourselves. We join together. We believe in one another. And we push each other to achieve a level of greatness that can only be reached when we all work as one. Our quiet confidence comes from knowing that while we may be a small school from Texas, and we might face a few more talented athletes along the way, collectively, we will rely on extreme hustle, grit, and sound fundamentals to meet our challenges. Do not let our white-collar appearance fool you. We are blue-collar through and through. I tell our guys, don't worry about the things you can't control. It's a waste of your time, and it's a waste of mine. The only things you can control when stepping out on that diamond are effort and attitude. You give 100% of both, and I assure you, you will see results. Resist the temptation to buy into the hype. It will only serve to distract and move us further from our goal. Keep your blinders on and sharpen your focus. Grasp the urgency of now and win this pitch. Good. Now do it again. Then, when the last pitch finally is won and the dust settles in Omaha, only then will we learn the answer to the question everyone's asking. But know this, a single game or a single series does not define a champion. A true champion emerges in the early morning hours, a determined force, wet with sweat, deprived of breath, mentally driving his body beyond fatigue, beyond pain, beyond reason, to the point of exhaustion. How far an athlete will push the limit when no one is watching. That's the essence of champion. So the next time you're out early one morning and happen to catch a glimpse of an athlete hitting the wall and pushing through, take pause. Look closer and feel fortunate for what you are witnessing.
Rise and shine. 6 a.m. and your hand can't make it to the alarm clock before the voices in your head start telling you that it's too early, too dark, and too cold to get out of bed. Aching muscles lie still in rebellion, pretending not to hear your brain commanding them to move. A legion of voices are shouting their unanimous permission for you to hit the snooze button and go back to dreamland. But you didn't ask their opinion. The voice you've chosen to listen to is one of defiance. A voice that says there was a reason you set that alarm in the first place. So sit up, put your feet on the floor, and don't look back, because we've got work to do. Welcome to the grind. For what is each day but a series of conflicts between the right way and the easy way? 10,000 streams fan out like a river delta before you, each one promising the path of least resistance. Thing is, you're headed upstream. And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher. So just make sure this is something you want, because the easy way out will always be there, ready to wash you away. All you have to do is pick up your feet. But you aren't going to, are you? With each step comes the decision to take another. You're on your way now, but this is no time to dwell on how far you've come. You're in a fight against an opponent you can't see, but oh, you can feel him on your heels, can't you? Feel him breathing down your neck. You know what that is? That's you. Your fears, your doubts, and insecurities all lined up like a firing squad, ready to shoot you out of the sky. But don't lose heart. While they're not easily defeated, they are far from invincible. Remember, this is the grind, the battle royale between you and your mind, your body, and the devil on your shoulder is telling you that this is just a game. This is just a waste of time. Your opponents are stronger than you. Drown out the voice of uncertainty with the sound of your own heartbeat. Burn away your self-doubt with a fire lit beneath you. Remember what we're fighting for, and never forget that momentum is a cruel mistress. She can turn on a dime with the smallest mistake. She is ever searching for the weak place in your armor, that one tiny thing you forgot to prepare for. So as long as the devil is hiding the details, the question remains, is that all you got? Are you sure? And when the answer is yes, when you've done all you can to prepare yourself for battle, then it's time to go forth and boldly face your enemy, the enemy within. Only now you must take that fight into the open, into hostile territory. You're a lion in a field of lions, all hunting the same elusive prey with a desperate starvation that says victory is the only thing that can keep you alive. So believe that voice that says you can run a little faster, and you can throw a little harder, and that for you, the laws of physics are merely a suggestion. Luck is the last dying wish of those who want to believe that winning can happen by accident. Sweat, on the other hand, is for those who know it's a choice. So decide now, because destiny waits for no man. And when your time comes and 1,000 different voices are trying to tell you you're not ready for it, listen instead to that lone voice of dissent. The one that says you are ready, you are prepared. It's all up to you now. So rise and shine.
It just takes a spark. Something to get the ball rolling. Something to start the dream, the passion, the journey. It just takes a glimpse of something great. Something that makes you want to be better. Something to make you want to be part of something bigger. Were you picked last? They don't think you're good enough? Well, too bad. You'll be back. Just wait. Give them a reason. Give them a reason to change their minds. Greatness isn't given, it's earned. Nothing worth celebrating comes easy. You're part of something bigger now. Has it hit you yet? Take it all in. It's time to show them what you're about. This path will be difficult. You're going to work. You're going to sweat. Early morning workouts, they'll test you. They'll push you to and past your limit. And just when you think you've hit a wall, get a running start and knock it down. Limitations? Grab that bat. Break through it. You know practice can't be taken lightly. Everyone likes to play the games. Winners love to practice. They desire the grind. Excellence is a choice, a decision. It's hard to measure effort. It's hard to measure attitude, but you can control that. You can bring that every single day. You know the results of the compound effect. You know how to get 1% better today and then be able to do it again tomorrow? Failure? Yeah, it's part of the game, part of life. We embrace that, welcome it. Failure is simply an opportunity to improve. Adversity? Bring it. Every player, every team will experience it. The Final 8 in Omaha will be the best at overcoming it. Use this moment, this chance to compete against the game, to grind daily, to show that you're abnormal. You're willing to make consistent, positive daily choices. That is the mentality of greatness. It's time to make your mark, our mark. We live by our core covenants. Selflessness. I am a great teammate. Excellence. I desire to get better every day in all areas of my life. Energy. I will bring it every day with a relentless positive attitude. Do you think your opponents have put in this much work? Who cares? They don't matter. You compete against the game. The game is tough enough. The game always knows. It knows who deserves to be rewarded. You know that this isn't about any of us. It's about all of us. It's about the other 8 men on that field that put in that work. Share our beliefs. Welcome that adversity. Bring that energy. Don't just try to win. Winning is the result of daily decisions to get better. Winning will take care of itself. Believe that. It just takes a spark. It's time to show where you've come from. It's all about the journey. TCU Baseball.
Think you're ready for the spotlight? A lot of people do. But once you're in it, there's nowhere to hide. It shines just as brightly on failure as triumph. So prepare yourself. The best training, the best facilities, the best equipment only gets you so far. What you eat, how you sleep, how you think, that's on you, day in and day out. This jersey never comes off. This is 24/7, because the spotlight you seek will only expose you as the sum of your decisions. Think you're ready for it? Then step into the light.
It's a new day, a new season, a new team. The expectations are the same, and so are the standards.
We determine our standards: selfless, energy, and excellence. We live by them.
Steinhagen just inside the line. He's not gonna stop.
Listen, there are no shortcuts. Act big, play big, commit big.
Focus on what we can control. Stay positive. Control my energy. Win this pitch.
You don't like it? Go be common somewhere else.
Common, uncommon, be uncommon.
Common or uncommon?
Be uncommon.
Common, uncommon,
Be uncommon.
Excellence is the standard. Prepare like a man. Play like a boy.
It's a privilege to play this game.
This is get to, not have to.
That ball is touched deep to right. Gone.
It doesn't happen by accident.
Ground ball. Base hit right field. Fear the frog. TCU advances.
Our success will be determined by the sum of our choices.
Chopper, stabbed and dropped. They'll send the runner home. The throw to the plate gets away. And TCU is going to Omaha.
Team first, team last.
Let's play ball. I'm here to remind you what our standards are: selfless, excellence, and energy. We worked incredibly hard and fought incredibly well last year to get as far as we did, but we fell short, and that hurt. We all know about the target that'll be on our back this season, but that isn't the biggest challenge we'll face. Instead of ignoring others' doubts, we now have to ignore their expectations. Expectations that, if we're not careful, we're liable to believe. Do not fall into that trap. For some of you, Omaha is all you've known, but the path to get there is far from certain. Last year's success doesn't entitle us to anything, and thinking that it does will sink us before we ever take the field. This season isn't about titles, rankings, or any of the teams that we'll face. It's about achieving your best without getting distracted along the way. So I want you to think, right now, what's distracting you? Is it Omaha? We're not there yet. Records? The only thing that counts is today. Good cleats in a fancy locker room? Sure, but those things only exist to take away excuses. The other 99% comes from you. And if all those things were gone tomorrow, would you still put in the work to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday? I hope so, because that's the only way we'll get there. What's standing in your way is you, ego. People don't work for what they think they're owed, and they don't learn things they think they already know. Don't make that mistake. You earn the privilege to win. Work wins, not rankings, not the best gear, not accolades, and certainly not the expectation. You have to work for it, fight for it, prove to yourself how bad you want it. Right now, today, get up, get out there, and work like your dream depends on it. Because it does.